So shout out to them for providing the 2020 launch edition Supra GR for your boy. Woohoo! There's a cop there, that's why I had to chill. Yo, I saw the cop. I done caught him behind. He can't see me no more. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are in the 2020 Toyota Supra. This one is a launch edition, 3.0 liters, 6-cylinder, inline 6, making 335 horsepower and 365 foot-pounds of torque through an automatic transmission that weighs altogether the car 3,400 pounds. Now that we got all the technical stuff out the way, let's experience how this thing feels with a quick acceleration test. Not bad. That was quick to 50. I'll tell you one thing, if you guys don't know this already, I know I said 335 horsepower, but in all honesty, these cars have been dynoing significantly higher than what the horsepower suggests. These cars have been dynoing closer to, once you do the conversion back to with the drivetrain loss, they've been dynoing a lot higher towards like 400 horsepower. And you know what? It feels like it. And at 3,400 pounds, in today's time, that's actually light. Back in the day, that might have been considered a little portly, but with all the advancements in technology and airbags and sound insulation and modules and computers, it's actually pretty good. That's a nice little combination, right? A little over 400 horsepower, 3,400 pounds. Feels tight. Car's proportioned very well. I've spent a lot of time, I drove E86s, or as you know them as Scion FRSs or Subaru BRZs, and that's what this car feels like to me. It feels like a bigger version of one of those cars, except for the layout of everything. It actually feels like I'm in a BMW, and that's because of the obvious. We know the platform sharing that these cars have. So with that, the question is this car still a Supra, considering that it shares the engine, transmission, dash, so much of the BMW Z4, which these two cars were co-developed together, and it's understandable why they had to do that. It was to save cost. Otherwise, this car would be way more expensive than it is. And we'll get back to the price in a minute with dealer markups. But this particular car, with the options that it has, is $57,000. For $57,000, this is a nice, very, very nice car for, you know, under $60,000. I'm not even gonna bring up the obvious conversation that everybody is talking about, that I'm also thinking about right now when I said under $60,000, another sports car that's coming. We're not gonna talk about it. We just gonna ignore it. But anyway, with that being said, the question is it still a Supra? And when I think about it, it still has the recipe, right? Front engine, rear wheel drive, inline 6, turbo. I guess the answer to my question is, if you look at the basic architecture and the way that the old Supra, what it was made up of, long nose, kind of short back, yeah, it's still a Supra, man. Yes, it is still a Supra. I could honestly say that, and I feel confident telling you that it's still a Supra at the end of the day. But if I remember correctly, in my opinion, it's better, because the old Supra was kind of wallowy. It was a wallowy car, kind of, you know, floaty. It was older Toyota technology, which for its time was good and advanced, but I mean, you can't compare a new car like this to an old car like that. It's just nowhere near as good. This car is much faster. It's gonna handle much better. It feels much tighter. The technology is way more advanced, obviously. If you can't really compare the two, to be honest with you, the new to the old. But that being said, it's still a sick car, bro. It's a nice, okay, it's a nice car. It's a very, very, very nice car. I keep changing up. I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't help it. But anyway, let's talk about cars in a similar class, or cars that's designed to compete against. And if this car, you know, comes close to that. So the obvious competition for this car would be the Porsche Cayman. The Porsche Cayman has years and years of experience from Porsche poured into that car, making it what it is today. You're talking about the same motor, just refined. Well, now it's a new 4-cylinder motor, but the Porsche Cayman, a little bit more expensive with some options. But in my opinion, this car is going to be a lot more user-friendly to modifications. This is not the car. Hold on one second.
Mind if I take a picture real quick?
Do your thing, brother.
All right.
I'm just shooting a quick video. Guys taking a picture of the new Supra. Let me know when you got it. All right, brother, be good. You know, we'll go right. It'll be easy. Ooh, okay, that sounds pretty good. We got the green light, so we'll turn this corner with a little vigor. A little traction control kicked in. Traction control kicked in again. I don't have it fully off. But man, okay. This thing gets up pretty good, man. It rolls pretty good. It has good power. Very stable just now. Very stable. So the point I was actually getting to in making is the fact that this car is going to be way more friendly to the tuner than a Porsche would. So if you want to get a car that you're actually you're gonna see so many variations. You're gonna see race versions of this car. You're gonna see show versions of this car. You're gonna see many different delineations of this car and how it's modded and stuff like that. And it's all gonna be to the good, because there's all different types of, you know, enthusiasts out there, and this car is gonna be able to play toward all of them. The biggest difference, and my biggest concern though, is at a $60,000 price tag, who's the intended buyer of this car? And that's what's hard for me to put a finger on, the intended buyer. So far, the people that I've been seeing buying this car are either shops, because they want to be the first to do the mods to them, or, you know, kind of JDM type enthusiasts seem to have been buying this car so far. But I don't know how many of those people there are out there. So who's the intended buyer, and what are their options? What else could they buy? They could choose to buy the Porsche. They could choose to buy the Z4 if they want a drop top. But anyway, I don't know if any of that really matters as much, because the car, if it's for you, it's for you. You know what I mean? So don't listen to what nobody else has to say about it, and just let it be for you. Just listen to those pops. Yo, the fact that they program that into new cars nowadays is freaking awesome. I love it. It makes me feel so silly. It's like everything is of theater and everything is of occasion. It's like, yeah, driving to the grocery store. Because, I mean, who else? I mean, of course, that's when it's in sport mode. When it's not in sports mode, it's not like that. It doesn't do that all the time. So I'm going to take a quick second. I'm going to do a quick 0 to 60 and give you guys kind of what it's like being in a car, going from 0 to 60. We'll brake torque it a little bit, then we'll let it loose. Let's go. We're spinning, we spinning. We got traction now. There goes 60. That was quick. That was quick. Unfortunately, I don't have my V-Box recorder on me to test it. Today wouldn't be ideal conditions anyway because it's, you know, a little hot, so I'm not sure if it would be fair. But that was a quick 0 to 60. So just giving a quick shout out to my guys over there at Lux Auto, or on Instagram, LUXE.auto. These guys got this car with the intention of having it for a little while, and because it's a launch edition and they're scared to put miles on it, they're probably going to end up selling this one. But they already have an order in for a premium model, which is not a launch edition, which is more of a mass-produced car. And once they get that car in, you guys will be able to rent that car from them. So it will be a cool experience for you to be able to go rent a new Supra before you go buy one. Or if you just want to experience the car at all, you're probably going to want to hit up Lux Auto. Or if you want to buy one, they do that too. So it is a leasing company, but don't let the name fool you. Leasing companies usually do leases, finances, they do anything, and that is on new and used cars. So shout out to them for providing the 2020 launch edition Supra GR for your boy. Woo-hoo-hoo. There's a cop there, that's why I had to chill. Yo, I saw the cop. I thought corner of my eye. He can't see me no more. Let's go. Let's go, baby. The shifts are nice, man. I tell you, man, automatic transmissions have come a very, very, very long way. But that was definitely a cop sitting over there. Yo, your boy Steph, man. I stay almost getting it. Like, almost. Just barely avoiding it. Anyway, guys, that's it for me in this 2020 Toyota Supra launch edition. I hope you like this style of car review. And you know, if you did, guys, you gotta, like I said earlier in the video, if you like this video, chances are you're gonna like more from this channel. So go ahead and do yourselves a favor, like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend, because your friends will probably like it too, and they'll thank you for putting them on. But until the next one, it's your boy Stefan here from Mod2Fame, and then this Toyota Supra. We out.